cinta suci ini ku bawa sampai mati.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're underway. Well, here's a man who stunned everyone in that famous summer of 2002. He had a hand in his country's most famous goal, their most famous win, and he helped to introduce the footballing planet to Senegal.
Yeah, he did indeed, Peter. El Hadj Diouf, the undoubted driving force behind that fast, powerful, direct style of football that once shocked the world.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Nicely worked. He is through here. Chance! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, he doesn't half hit a clean strike. The moment he was in that position, you knew he was going to smash it.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well.
This time, surely! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really...
Palmer! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Cleared away. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Roberto Carlos. Koulibaly does well to get it back.
Roma are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
It is a fair distance from goal. I'm not sure if he'll have a go.
We all love a tryer, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Nicely weighted ball. He's going to be disappointed with that. Diouf receives it in a good position here. That's going to go a long way. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. It's their second corner of the game. Oh, great leap! And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Shevchenko. Gets a good foot in there. Schneider. And here's Shevchenko. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Palmer, very much a man of this moment. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, he's taken out, that'll be a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into a stride, and they're just not doing that.
Guardiola.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Oh, good read. That's the end of the first 45. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So we're it's Roberto Carlos! It's a pretty loose pass. Tries to pass it through, and a chance! And for a moment, time stood still.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Defending was strong and firm. The most accurate pass. Cristiano Ronaldo. Diouf. Big chance! And it's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Brilliantly cut out. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Jupe. Yamal. Yamal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Nicely intercepted. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. And it's Schneider. And the pass is intercepted. Hübner. And it's Gerrard.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Now this could be... And the shot! Gerrard clears it away. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Diouf.
Substitution on the field. Number 23.
So time for change.
Coming on the
this one has been on the cards for a little while. So time for a potential game changer.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
Shoot! Another one of football's and how moments.
Oh, looky, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Yamal played into space. Rijkaard with the clearance. Schneider.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Back where it came from. 5 minutes left on the clock.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Goes for a shot! Incredible! Just incredible! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Coming on the field.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. Any reflections on what you've seen,
And
Jim?
a quick
Roma,
reminder today,
absolutely.
Jangan sore kami, no hit on my line. Kalau mereka tak suka, itu big crime. Kalau mereka obsessed, itu bad sign. Lihat aku di TV, aku on the screen. Call dari rumah sing, kapan kemari? Reality, better than reality. And if you hate me or love me, I don't give a fuck, I mean.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who'll need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
There's the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's their second corner of the game. Cleared away. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's fabulous.
Andrei Shevchenko has to be the greatest player to emerge from the former Eastern Bloc.
He is the name, isn't he?
Well, when you think he terrorises Europe's best defenders by doing the most beautiful work in the beautiful game, and we're talking goal machine.
Cristiano Ronaldo, who needs just a moment to score a goal. Neither side yet able to find the net. Hazard. And this is Cruyff. Hazard! Eden Hazard! That is a beautiful thing! A finish right from the top drawer. And we have liftoff. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
It's Luis Suarez! Glorious! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And they're threatening to fly away here. Oh, that was sharp, deliciously sharp.
Oh, that's a brilliant finish, Peter.
Tries a shot! And it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. There was to be only one outcome.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
3-0 and things are He's going for goal! Oh my word, that is quite something! A finish of true class! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And yes, it's him again. This is a gloriously greedy performance. Cruyff! Oh, he really got hold of that.
Munich really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
And he cuts out the supply. And it's Zico.
There will be 3 minutes at a
Messi
time.
wins the duel this time. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's got away. Takes a shot! And he's stuck it away. It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having... And that is all they have time for. Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. Away we go again. 45 minutes to change their fate. Now it's Palmer. And this is Shevchenko. He's having a shot! And again. It's a goal! They're back within reach! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself...
Shapes to shoot! And it's in! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
So now the difference is 3. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he couldn't quite make it 6.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Juve. Silvestre. Crosses it in. Ferdinand getting this one clear. Cruyff. And it's Cruyff. Shevchenko. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Suarez. Coming on the field is number 13,
Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Palmer. Yaya Toure gets a foot in and wins the ball. That is ended up in no man's land. Putna. Silvesh.
That's going in strongly.
And it's Gerrard. Now it's Palmer. He's in a good position. Real chance! And that's a good finish. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Substitution on the field.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this?
Coming on to replace him.
Now it's
is
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Number 7.
Lovely pass, but can he get that? And a chance!
Substitution.
Goal! And they are dragging it back! Game on again!
After 83 minutes.
Wonderfully
is
smooth, smart
number
and
10.
slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Messi. Coming on the
Clinical,
field
just
is
clinical.
number 9,
What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Substitution is
And he
taking place.
shoots! No, just not quite.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Six out
Now
of
it's
minutes
Cristiano
has been
Ronaldo.
indicated.
Diouf. And he can thump it away. Now, can they get him away? And there's green grass ahead of him. Batistuta. Cristiano Ronaldo. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. The end of the game.
Just a quick announcement.
Reflections?
It is now time for
Well,
our
Peter,
special
this was
lottery.
probably
Please
more
grab the tickets you were
slugfest
given
than
when you were
a
walking
game
through
of
the gates.
football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then.
I think when it comes to pace and finishing of the highest order, there's someone down there who always stands out.
No prizes for guessing.
It's Sheva, Andrei Shevchenko, poacher, predator and punisher.
He's found a way through. Nice control. Oh, important interception.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Passing is crisp and sharp, and that's been intercepted. And that's gone loose. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Gattuso, and he was quick to react. Now it's Gattuso. Cafu, oh, strongly challenged there. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Juve has it in a wide position. Gattuso. And now the breakaway.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Silvestre. Palmer. Now that looks a decent ball. Picked out brilliantly. He's picked his way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Oh, just a keeper now. Shot a goal! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Kelantan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And a header! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And it's Palmer. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, they've got it again. Well, what's he giving here? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. Palmer! Oh, off the bar! Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Cafu is always looking to play quality balls. But where it came from. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, that's well spotted. Cafu. And it's Azar. And this is Ronaldo. Nicely spread. Aimed beyond the defence. It's played through for him.
There will be
well
one
played.
minute added time.
And he can thump it away. Looking for the run. That's a nicely shaped ball. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Just a quick announcement.
Neither side has found a way through yet.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And we are back on the way.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later. Kelantan really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
And he's quick to return it. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he thumps it clear. And he's only too happy to take that back. And he's picked out the run. Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Great ball, and he's in here. Chouameni. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. And they've got rid. Koulibaly kept his eye on it, and he's there. And the counter is on. Stam gets over and intercepts. Hazard. Oh, this is a very good run. Oh, there's a probing ball. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Tries to pass it through. Shapes to shoot! And that's a tiny finish. Finally, the deadlock is broken.
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted. And they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Coming on the field.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable. Roma clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence.
He's had a shot! He's got a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
So that's 2 now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Coming on to replace him is number 15, Bale. Substitution. There will be 3 minutes added time.
That has not gone well. And there goes the final whistle. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. Cristiano Ronaldo taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
We would like to ask you all to kindly stay seated during...
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, can I bring Ousmane Dembele to your attention? He's been described as a phenomenon and one of the very best. That's high praise indeed, and we've seen some great flashes, but he still has a long way to go to fulfill all of that potential.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. And it's dealt with by the outrushing keeper. That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Real chance! Goal! Celtic! And Celtic are in front. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now it's Maciej Cunha, and he's picked out the run. Just the keeper in his way. Tries from a long way out. Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Diouf. Ronaldinho. He's through here. Pass is just off target.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Palmer. He's on it. Can he get away? Ronaldo is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Tries to play it through. That has not gone well. Marquinhos. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ronaldinho is flagged offside. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Threads one in, and no, that was never going to make it. And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. No, that's been intercepted. Gerrard. Palmer, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Vitinha. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Palmer. He won't be happy with that one.
Roma certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
He's found shoots! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Maciej Cunha's cross. Cleared without hesitation. Gerrard. Now it's Shevchenko. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
1 minute added time.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Gerrard. Rodri. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So, into the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Marquinhos clears without hesitation. Now, can they get him away? Gerrard. And here's Shevchenko. Let's a look and place it forward. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Celtic appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Cunha receives it in a good position here. Vitinha, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Always onto this.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Looking for the run.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Out towards the flank. Now it's Ronaldinho. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Substitution in progress.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Can he get it through? Oh, super find. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Kirkchu.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Rijkaard gets a foot in here.
Substitution for Celtic. Number 19, Hakimi. Coming on the field is number 6, Jules Koundé. Substitution.
Played with finesse. That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Celtic have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Now it's Bale. Palmer. And it's Batistuta. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. Just 5 minutes left. Looking for options for movement. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Roma really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Flashes it across.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. The shrill sound of the whistle, and that is that. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the
Hello,
camaraderie.
everybody, and
The
welcome
fans
to
have pulled
today's
out all the
match.
stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So things are underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, it would have to be the highly rated Dean Howson. The perfect blend of total football and tiki-taka. I like the front-footed approach he takes to defending. He's very effective, pushing people back by almost joining in central midfield himself. And, you know, he has a real air of authority about him now as he matures through the game.
No argument from me on that front. He's one-on-one, surely! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. The major moment in the game. That is some save from Khan!
Oh, once the save was made, the change to both mindsets could be hugely telling now.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
That has been cut short. Gerrard. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Wriggles his way through. Oh, that's fabulous! Cannavaro, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Diouf, he's got away, picks out, big chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Rooney. New Mexico United are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Cristiano Ronaldo, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Great ball, and he's in here, and he's definitely onside. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Nice-looking ball. So much time and space, and the shot! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Palmer, Castolo, and it's Rooney. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Silvestre is always looking to play quality balls. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Totti, and here's Baggio. Good ball. Mbappe! But he's left disappointed. Duke, great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Rooney.
There will
Passing
be 1
is
minute
crisp
added
and sharp.
time.
Well, that's well spotted. And we've reached half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. How's the
And
first
just a quick
half compared with
reminder
your
to please drink
expectations?
responsibly.
Well, I would say,
Anyone
Peter, that
appearing
the
intoxicated
scoreline
or
isn't
behaving in
entirely
an
reflective of that
inappropriate
first
manner will
half.
be
There's been
removed.
a
Thank you very
decent
much for
ebb
your
and flow.
cooperation.
The penalty obviously jumps out as the moment, but there's plenty of time left to see things change.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. So, straight into the second half.
Roma have been the team.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Rijkaard. Gerrard. And it's Palmer. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Totti. Kirkchu. Mbappe receives it, and the shot! And that is wildly off target.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Oh, what a mistake! Quality ball. Can he get it through? And that could set him on his way. And he's managed to get free.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. He's in a great position here. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. New Mexico United have the chance to go the other way. He's on it, can he get away? Totti. And still we await the first breakthrough. Oh, that's a chance, surely! It has to be! Wayne Rooney! He's got himself an absolute peach! How they've waited! Now they have it! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other. And it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Oh, shooting chance! And that's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So they have it all to do again.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop.
Chance for a shot! And he's stuck it away! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch. Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
That'll be a throw-in. Bale. Rooney. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Brilliantly cut out. That's a decent clearance. So that's it. It is all over. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Batistuta picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Information bulletin from the regional police
Well, from
department.
behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it? Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography,
Hello,
the
everybody,
camaraderie.
and welcome
The
to
fans have
today's
pulled out
match.
all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, it would have to be the highly rated Dean Howson. The perfect blend of total football and tiki-taka. I like the front-footed approach he takes to defending. He's very effective, pushing people back by almost joining in central midfield himself. And, you know, he has a real air of authority about him now as he matures through the game.
Oh, what has happened here? Vieira. Now, who's going to be first to this? That is a great pick out. Chance to shoot! It's in!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. Persib Bandung finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Stojkovic. That is a brilliant interception. Deftly away. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Fiore. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Ronaldo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And that pass just didn't quite work. Gerrard. Cristiano Ronaldo. Silvestre. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Howson gets over and intercepts.
Persib Bandung always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Cleared without hesitation. Gerrard. Oh, he's been caught on it here. That's a shade optimistic. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And here's Stojkovic. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Roma can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
And he's picked out the run. The message is clear. No Palmer! And there's a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to
There
say
will be
that the
1 minute
contrast of
added
moods
time.
are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Rijkaard. So a temporary halt to the action.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both
And a quick
half-time
reminder
team talks
today
will
that
undergo
parking in
change
the
now.
area around
One
the
will be
stadium is
solid,
strictly
the other
forbidden.
needs to be
Please
pretty
use parking
inspiring.
provided by the club or any other
Oh,
paid
who
parking
could have predicted a
facilities in the
scoreline
area.
like this after just 45 minutes? The sides separated by 2. Back on the way then. And here's Totti. This might spell danger.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Vieira. Palmer, a player who needs no introduction. Aimed beyond the defence. Chance for a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are disappearing out of sight. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Totti.
Roma are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Goes for a shot! It's run loose, he's going for goal! Superb from Stojkovic! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! They're back within reach! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
He's having a shot! And no mistake. Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Persib Bandung, decent chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And that's a good finish. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he cuts out the supply. Fiore. This is a promising build-up. And it's Vieira. Here's a sharp hit of ball. Shot a goal! And that's in! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't.
And a really good game is threatening to break out here.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely...
And the shot! And that's a sharp finish! That was a given, it always was.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
There's the shot! And it's in! With so little time left, grandstand finish! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority.
Chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Dembele actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Desperate defending required here. And it's been taken short. That is good progress on the left. Howson. And that will be the final act. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Palmer
Just a
claiming the man of the match award, and there is very little room for argument.
On the road outside the stadium.
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Roma undoubtedly gave us the...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
Palmer! What a wonderful goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Arsenal are already...
I just thought that one needed a tad more lift. Easier said than done, of course.
Oh, such a clever touch. He's having a shot! And he's straight offside.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Not the most accurate pass. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Mateus can see things others simply cannot. And they are prompt in their pressing. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Silvestre gets over and intercepts. Juve, who needs just a moment to score a goal. Juve wants to run onto this. Rijkaard. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gives it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
And it's been hooked away. Tries to play it through. Aimed beyond the defence. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And here's Torres. Matheus Cunha. Castolo. And the counter is on. Plays a sharp little ball here. He's got away. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Howson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Palmer. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. He won't be happy with that one. And back to the keeper. Audero, dominant, commanding, a true colossus between the posts. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. And he's intervened well there. Couch. Xavi Alonso. Searching pass he's played there.
There will be 1 minute added time.
So a temporary halt to the action. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands. So no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
So it has been pretty frantic here. Everybody eagerly awaiting the start of the second half. And we are back on the way.
Roma can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Silvestre plays it forward. And reclaimed it in a trice. Odo.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Aldero is there to clear. Rijkaard did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Still just a single goal between the sides. Mateus powering forward here. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Can he get on the end of this? Koulibaly gets across to intercept that. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Corner. And we have our very first corner.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 21, Fernando Torres. Coming on to replace him is
Palmer with the short
number
one.
18.
Mateus gets it clear. Silvestre is one whose deliveries we all know about. Rijkaard. Driven in. And that has been knocked clear. There will be a throw-in. Deftly away. Xavi Alonso. And it's Count. This is a promising build-up. Just about up to 75 minutes. Defending was strong and firm.
Arsenal really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Now, can they get him away? And he's heaved it away.
Substitution in progress.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. 1-0 as we head towards the end. And it's Xavi Alonso. He's felt that, hasn't he? Koulibaly can clear it away. Well, played right into his path. And this is Ronaldo. He is through here.
Roma nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Matheus Cunha is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Matheus Cunha! That's that, the end. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel like
and
that.
welcome to today's
The stadium
match.
is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's away we go then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, I've always liked the look of Cole Palmer, Peter, who is a versatile attacker, but I think sometimes we kind of get a bit mixed up with versatility and flexibility, because when he moves around the pitch, it's not necessarily being versatile in different positions, it's just his flexibility, his reading of the game, and that's what I really enjoy about him. He just makes it very difficult to be contained.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Oh, that was vital. Cruyff. Seedorf! And the ball's come loose here. It'll be a throw-in. And he skips past his man. And that was very necessary. And it's Cruyff. And Cruyff! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Still goalless at the moment. And he's being shifted off it. Vieira. Cruyff. Hubner. Cristiano Ronaldo. Silvestre. Cross needs to be... Chance! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And this is Ronaldo. Castolo, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. And he's there to get it away. Rummenigge. Now it's Hazard. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And it's Seedorf. Oh, some astute defending there. Juve. Good running, strong and purposeful. Seedorf. Quality ball. Aldero claims comfortably. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
And now I'd just
So
like
neither
to read
side
out our
yet
fan
off
club
the mark.
members who are
It's
celebrating
not a
their
bad game by
birthdays
any
today.
means, Peter, but it definitely needs an of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
Substitutions taking
So it's
place.
simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. The second half is up and running. So the first half brought no goals. Roberto Carlos. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Seedorf.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Eto'o. Neatly clipped into space. Rijkaard clears. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, it's a great ball here. Seedorf is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. And that is well cleared. That could spell trouble. And that is a little undercooked.
Castolo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, shooting chance! Koulibaly with the clearance. Roberto Carlos delivers. Cristiano Ronaldo. He's on it. Can he get away? Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Roberto Carlos. Played in by Roberto Carlos.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
No, that's been intercepted. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Into the last 5 minutes. And it's Roberto Carlos.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And there goes the final whistle. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break
Just a
through.
quick reminder today, please refrain
What are
from
your thoughts on
parking
today's
outside
game then,
this
Jim?
stadium.
Yeah, this looked
Thank
the
you.
most...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Mohamed Salah. And it's mainly because of his frightening pace. He's a huge threat when he's running at defenders, but he's also proved in recent times that he's a top-class finisher. Opposition defences are going to have to be wary about playing a high line, because there's nothing this guy relishes more than space to run into, and once he gets there, he's gone.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Joe! What a wonderful goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
El Paso Locomotive finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Hernandez, Rashford. First quarter of an hour gone. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Gerrard. Albert Ferrer gets over and intercepts. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Looking for options for movement. Just the keeper in his way. And the shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! That's put paid to the danger. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. The ball has bounced loose now. Great ball, and he's in chance! Goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Can he get on the end of this? Decent chance! And it's there! They are purring, truly purring. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Hello, everybody,
The fans
and
have pulled out
welcome to
all the
today's
stops
match.
to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle and here we go.
It's hard to overlook the presence of Tony Adams at the back here, Peter.
Yeah, well, he's dominant, isn't he, and uncompromising and courageous. Those are the sorts of words you always apply to him.
Yeah, and his reading of the game means he was always a step ahead of the opposition. He's surprisingly quick too, you know. It will be a massive challenge to get the better of him.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he passes it long. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
An instinctive delivery. Khan claims it, safe hands. That's a cute ball. Rijkaard cuts out the pass. Dealt with nicely by the defence. First quarter of an hour gone. And they've got rid. Raul. It's run loose here.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Palmer has it in a wide position. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Bale has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. And it's Gerrard looking to pass their way up the pitch. It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
The pressing's intense and it's paid off. He's in a great position here. He's gone forward. Koulibaly. That's really well manoeuvred. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. He shifted it to the flank. Castolo. Palmer. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing. And a shot! And that is wildly off target.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Azar. And it's Nakata. Threads one in. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Great chance! He's delivered all right!
I think this is a very welcome time for a goal, Peter. There was a momentary drop-off into defence, and he...
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Roma really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Goals, goals and more goals. That's been the story of the half. The team separated by the tiniest of margins at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving.
Takes a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And he hits the net! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's a great time.
Oh, shooting chance! That is special! Gareth Bale! A finish of true class! Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Manchester United cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Silvestre has the space to scheme.
Substitution in progress.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Oh, super ball! That's put paid to the danger. That's been cut out, well played. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now that looks a decent ball. Diouf has it out wide and in space.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Could be danger here. Aimed beyond the defence. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Manchester United have a free kick. Alexander-Arnold.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Well read, nice interception. Searching
There will
pass
be
he's
5
played
minutes
there.
added time.
That has been knocked clear. Out towards the flank. Bale. And he can clear it away. Bale. Oh, well measured. Cannavaro. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
A good show, Peter.
Children's
A good show.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
everybody,
The
and
fans have
welcome
pulled
to
out all the
today's
stops
match.
to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So off we go then. Well, Jim, the name Albert Ferrer is certainly familiar to English football fans of a certain vintage.
Yeah, and he's remembered with a great deal of affection as a pacey and tough tackling defender who always gave his all.
And was a bit of a character.
He was.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Bruno Fernandes is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Jude. Palmer knocks it into space. Shot a goal! And he's done it! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
So, a breakthrough. Shot, surely! And there's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
And now he has two. So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rijkaard. And he's in on goal. Well, they've got it again. Now it's Palmer. Bruno Fernandes. That has been cut short. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Zanetti. Zanetti going forward. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. A heavy challenge. Nicely weighted ball. Well, that looks a cracking ball. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Oh, that's a key interception. 5 minutes till the break. Palmer, a player who needs no introduction. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Tries to play it through. That's the end of the first 45. How was the first half compared with your expectation?
Roma really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have done another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Well, who could have predicted a scoreline like this after just 45 minutes? The sides separated by 2. Down to business again. Great vision. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Could move up a gear here. Now, can they get him away? And he is deftly away. Oh, shooting chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Totti clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Kilmarnock with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Zanetti. Oh, that's a fine challenge.
Oh, that's brilliant from him, because he was so quick to read it.
Aimed beyond the defence. Played in. Bruno Fernandes! Big relief, it just needed better contact. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Some resolute defending there. Cannavaro. Gerrard looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Howson. Zanetti. Totti. Well, that is one way to stop him. Can he get on the end of this? And he is dashing away. Now, this could be a chance. Oh, terrible pass. That's a lovely, neat pass. Howson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Substitution on the field. Number 23, Castolo. Number 11, Palmer. Coming on the field, number 9, Batistuta.
Scholes.
Number 4, Bellingham.
Great ball, and he's in here. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, super find. That is good alertness. And here's Bellingham. And it's Batistuta. Looking to play him in. And that could set him on his way. Oh, that's fabulous. No way through, so back it comes. It's Scholes! And he's stuck it away. And they are dragging it back. Game on again.
The goal scorer.
The movement so precise, the finish
minutes is
sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Number 10,
Kilmarnock cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
15,
Well, I think they have every
Bale.
chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Not much time now
added
for
minutes have
anything
been
fresh to happen, I
indicated.
think. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Howson. So that's it is all over. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And that gets things running. Well, here's a guy who's come as close as you can to perfecting the game, though his demeanour could barely be more modest. He really is every bit the anti-Galactico.
Yeah, and you wouldn't think that he's one of the great all-time midfielders until you actually see what he does on the pitch. Royalty.
Andres Iniesta. Few do it better than him. Some say nobody has done it better than him. Morris ended up in no man's land. Dembele! It's very disappointing, it has to be said. And he's quick to get rid. That has been cut short. Dembele touches it back. It's Bale! Gareth glittering Bale! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Tries to pass it through. Now that looks a decent ball.
Roma are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Mateus. Paris Saint-Germain are a team that's fond of the low block. They short of... Oh, what has happened? Bale! It's bounced back off the post. Hazard. Gerrard. Oh, nicely intercepted. Palmer.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Juve is having a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Iniesta. Can he get it through? Great ball, it's Bale! And yes, it's there! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Paris Saint-Germain are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And he lines up a cross, picked out brilliantly, and he's made sure that's not getting through. And it's been hooked away. Bale, searching passes played there. Nicely worked. Hazard! And the referee says that is that for the first half. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Designated areas within these
Well,
grounds.
that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain. Number 11, Bale. Number 13,
we get things going again.
Hazard. Number 10.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their
Number
fate.
23, Javier Saviola. Substitution.
And here's Saviola. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Where it came from. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Roma clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
60 minutes played. Diouf thinks about the shot. And he's going to be disappointed with that. And he's there to get it away. Oh, there's a probing ball. Threads one in. Cannavaro cuts it out. Diouf currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Now it's Puskas. Shot and goal! And he can thump it away. That has not gone well. Played back to the goalkeeper. Oh, Red, nice interception. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Palmer. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Zanetti can clear it away. Now it's Puskas. And here's Palmer. And he's in on goal. That's an excellent interception. Rijkaard gets across to intercept that. And he's heaved it away.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book. Well, some of the players here are letting their emotions get the better of them. They do have to be careful. This must not be inflamed any further.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Bale! Oh, it's a fair try, but just off target.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain. Number 21.
Paris Saint-Germain
Iniesta.
can make their change
Number
now with a
19,
break in play.
Mateus. Coming on the field. Number 7. Boucher.
2 minutes to be added on.
25. Frank Lampard. 2 added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, he's been caught napping. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. Drama over the penalty spot. And that's one back! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keep.
And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. Your final thoughts,
Hello,
Jim?
attendees.
Roma,
This
absolutely
is a
shocking
lost
here.
children's announcement.
Shockingly porous down
Please
the
keep
middle,
your eyes on
which
your
was
children during
painfully
the match at
exploited,
all
and
times.
that's left plenty for the manager to think about. A painful reminder of where standards really need to be.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get
Hello,
ready to lock
everybody, and
horns.
welcome to
This is
today's
football
match.
at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the top, takes a shot! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Celtic are already chasing the game. Mateus! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Mateus is offering a wry smile there.
Celtic with the corner, they're first. It's gone in, he's put through his own net!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Shapes to shoot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Now it's Palmer. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now there's a shot, surely!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Knocks it into space. Now that's well seen too. Gerrard. Raul. It's Raul! And needless to say, that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Celtic! And the comeback is complete! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Ousmane Dembélé.
Celtic have their lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
He's a sharp little ball here. Pinches it off him. Looking for options for movement. And that is well cleared. Mateus can see things others simply cannot. Crossed in again. Tries to get it clear. Now, can they get it back? Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Diouf, and he is dashing away. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, that's superb. He's played it back. Oh, what a ball! He's had a shot! It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
This to be all square. And he's kept it out.
Oh, once the save was made, the change to both mindsets could be hugely telling now.
He's in a good position. Cristiano Ronaldo! Cristiano Ronaldo! A class apart, out on his own! And that is indeed the final act. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Substitution.
It's a really enthralling 45 minutes, beautifully poised for the 45 to follow. The score at half-time, 2-2. And we are back on the way. Now it's Gerrard. Mateus. And it's Messi. And it's Gerrard. And here's Raul. Silvestre. And this is Raul. Palmer. Castolo. Aimed beyond the defence. And it's made its way to him. He has found the way through. He's dealt with that really well. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's in on goal. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Well, that looks a decent ball. He's got away. And he can clear it away. And here's Raul. Goes for a shot! Goal! Celtic! And they've got their lead back. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
62 minutes is number 8, Divisi.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Castolo. That was good alertness. Gerrard, a picture of focus and alertness. Now it's Messi. Nicely weighted ball. That's been slipped through. Cannavaro. For Palmer. Gerrard. And that's a good ball. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Celtic are down to 10 men.
Had too much room. It was one of those instances when desperate measures were called for, and it was a reckless lunge.
Coming on the field
So a big
is
moment.
number 4, Bellingham.
And that's a poor pen.
Oh, Peter, I'm not a great reader of body language, but I didn't like the way he walked up to that.
And he plays one through. Oh, he's having a go! And he's stuck it away. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
33 minutes is number 15.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Howson is fouled. And he's going to have his name taken. And he cuts out the supply. No, that's been intercepted. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Now it's Gerrard. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Five minutes left on the clock. Yehi. And it's Gerrard. And it's Messi. Mateus tries to play it through. And that pass just didn't quite work. Now it's
Added
Mbappe.
minutes has been indicated.
Tries to dink it through. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Four extra minutes added on. Gerrard. Cristiano Ronaldo. And that's been intercepted. And that's it. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. Well, after all of that, Jim,
And
what are you
now,
thinking?
Please
Roma,
turn towards
desperate.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
everybody, and
The
welcome
fans
to
have pulled out
today's
all the
match.
stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to...
Goes for a shot! And he's managed to get rid. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Duke gets into a good position. And it's Ruiz. Well seen, saw that coming. That's a corner kick. And we have our very first corner. Cleared away. Chiellini. And it's Rudiger. Fabian Ruiz. Passing nice and neat. And that's an excellent interception. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Aldero claims comfortably. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. Spread out to the left. Well, that has not gone well. Vitinha. And it's Ruiz. That's good vision. Aldero gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Jupe. Fabian Ruiz. Vitinha. It's played through for him. So no big chance! And it's a goal!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game. This is the time you need that pace.
Alvarez. Dembele is onto this. Dembele, and the shot! He's got a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision.
He leaps for it! Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play
There will be
havoc
1
with
minute
defences.
added time.
Dembele. Passes short and sharp. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to
And
be
a
the
quick
case.
announcement today
And that
that
ought to
memorabilia
encourage
from
an even
today's
more
match
ambitious
is now
approach
on
in this
sale
second
in the
half, Peter,
stadium.
with control already established.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
No, that's been intercepted. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Rijkaard is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
I don't think you need to be...
Fabian Ruiz! Now, who's going to be first to this? Palmer. Well, that pass isn't the best. Fabian Ruiz. Oh, that was vital. Fabian Ruiz is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Nice sequence of passes, this. And that's been intercepted. Looking tidy in possession here. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And it's made its way to him. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That's a sharp pass. The message is clear, none shall pass. And here's Alvarez. Plays a sharp little ball here. Alvarez gets flagged offside. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Rudiger. Now Seedorf. Great vision. Oh, that's a key interception. Just about up to 75 minutes. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Number 23, Castolo. Coming on the field is number 9, Batistuta.
And now they can spring out of defence. That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Griezmann. And reclaimed it in a trice. Rudiger. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Ricky Puig. Ricky Puig. Palmer. Looking to play him in. That's been slipped through. He's shifting through the gear. Takes a shot! It's in! And what a climax we have here! And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Mbappe! Well taken goal. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
So is that the decisive goal? And the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
5 minutes to add. Ricky Puig. He's on it, can he get away? And that's that. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
And now,
Roma
please
desperately
turn towards
failing
the
to
screen for
impose
a
themselves
special
on the game.
presentation featuring
Decidedly
our guest
flat,
performance
disjointed
today.
in so many areas on the pitch.
If you ask me how I feel, climbing through the danger zone, like a shadow in your home. So let me be your hero and cast away your sin above. Let me be your hero and cast away the sin you own. Fly me now and don't despair. I'll be flying to your door. So let me be your hero and cast away your sin above. Let me be your hero and cast away your sin. Stand up, I'll be on your side. Take my hand today. We can fly together. Let me lead the way. Stand up, I'll be on your side. Take my hand today. We can fly together. Let me lead the way. Stand up, I'll be on your side. Take my hand today. We can fight together. Let me lead the way. Stand up, I'll be on your side. Take my hand today. We can fight together. Let me lead the way. So let me be your hero and cast away your sin above. Let me be your hero and cast away your sin above. Your hero, your hero. Sampai jiwaku, sampai seluruh bangsaku. Beri tangismu, beri jiwamu, tersisihkan oleh kawanan hitam.
Don't